peoples. Today's video, I'm gonna be talking about these talk shows that come on in the afternoon. Shows like Maury, JerrySpringer, and Steve Wilkos. I'm gonna be talking about these three shows. I'm gonna start off with this. A lot of people are gonna ask, why do you watch them? Well, it's simple. Honestly, these shows are pretty. I ain't gonna lie. I like watching stupid people on TV because. And another thing, these shows are fake. They're staged, people. Who they bring out are actors. I mean, come on now. And why I have a problem, I'm gonna go with each show. I'm gonna start off with Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer, back in the early 90s, wasn't that bad. He actually had good content. He helped people. Then the mid-90s happened, like 96 and 97. Also, I think because this is the emergence when wrestling was really popular. I'm going to tie this into wrestling somehow. And Jerry Springer thought people like action, random shit. So they started doing stories like cheating, girls fighting, the throwing the water, trash stories, man. The guy slept with the girl who thought was female, ended up being a man. You got stories like that. You know, it's this show is exploitation at this point. I mean, if you look at the guests, they're either two types. It's actually on all these shows, I think, have universal. The guests are either two things. Ratchet black people or white trash. One of those two. It's always those type of people on this show. I personally don't see why people go to these shows for help. They're not trying to help you. They're trying to exploit you. You know, I'm not saying the guests aren't real, but the stories are fabricated. A lot of them are. You think about it. And I guess I'll start with Maury. Maury. Anyway. This show, Maury Povich, used to have a lot of variety. Now the show is literally repetitive. The cycle is either lie detector tests or DNA tests, paternity episodes or cheating episodes, or they every now and once in a blue moon they'll throw in the promiscuous teens episodes. And those are the episodes I do like because it pretty much he tries to help them. But the cheating episode, why would you go on that show? This is just real talk. The cheating ones. I hate to say it. What I also have a problem with a lot of these shows is the universal problem I have with a lot of things. With media. Oh, females right, males. The female's always the victim. The male's always the evil, bad guy who's always hurting her. What the fuck? I have always hated that trope. And a lot of times, these paternity test ones especially, I hate to say it, I'm that guy who's like, I hope he's not the father. Because a lot of times, the girl was being a slut. I'm keeping it honest here. She was being a slut, and she still gets sympathy. When it's found out the dude is not the dad, that she runs in the back instead of facing up to her problems, you know. And the show is also, you notice the guy does like backflips and shit. And, you know, puts it in her face all the time, you know, and then they expect me to have sympathy for the females on the show. When you come on a show with especially if you've been on the show more than once, there's this episode of this girl who's been on the show like 6 times, several different guys, potential baby father, and then in this one, she still couldn't find her baby daddy. It still found out she slept around. So, I mean, she still slept around. I mean, she was still being a hoe. And she still didn't know who her baby daddy is. It's like, god damn. This just show has trashy ass people. And then the cheating ones also, the whole decoy. If you watch the show, if you're backstage, wouldn't you think to yourself, some random hot chick shows up, wouldn't you be like, okay, that's kind of weird. Do something, you know? Don't do anything. They always fall for it because they're stage people. And the girl attacks him. It's like, I always think about it like this. If you honestly think he's cheating, break up. It's always trashy couples. And now on to Steve. Steve, you know what? He has something more unique. It's not just cheating and paternity tests. He does the pedophile episodes, which are cool. Because I like seeing pedophiles put in their place. But he is one of those people. I'm going to call it like it is. He's a mangina. The abuse episodes, half the time you don't even know if the female started it. Oh, female are weak, you just have to walk away. People, I hate that argument. Oh, just because she could easily walk away, she shouldn't be hitting him in the first place. People. Oh, it's wrong to hit a female, but of course if a female hits a man, he can't do anything. Fuck that. Fuck that logic. You know, I'm not saying I'm advocating for abuse. I'm not saying that. Just for people to put that in my mouth. I never said that, but I'm for true equality. You hit somebody, they should be allowed to hit you back. I'm simple. Simple as that. I really can't stand that mentality of, oh, you're not allowed to defend yourself. Fuck that. And the guy's always the bad guy. I've noticed this too with this show. This is where it's big. Always the female's the helpless victim, and the guy's the evil douchebag. Come on, man. This show is fucking... I don't hate Steve, but Steve is very judge. He's so biased a lot of the times, too. You know, I like when he puts child molesters in their place, but, you know, he's super biased, you know? I love, though, and what also I hate, a lot of times, too, the female would accuse the guy of child molestation or whatever, because she wants the kids back, you know? She wants to get the dude out of her life. That's one of the most fucked up things you could do to a person. I truly think Steve should go off on them, too. You just ruined somebody's life. Dude, the title child molester, pedophile, you're gonna live with that forever. And if I've said this too, it's one of those things. I think people should go to jail for false allegations of child molestation or rape. It's pretty much the same thing. You know, you should go to jail for that. I think that's some bullshit. You just ruined somebody's reputation. Now, he probably won't be able to get a job because people are going to know him. Oh, he's the rapist, pedophile. You know? And Steve, I feel like he just doesn't go off on them enough. You know, this happens, people. That's why I think these shows are garbage. But I will watch them to make fun of the people on it. I'm signing off. Peace.